So today's November the 1st, time to break out the Christmas sheet music. I've always loved Christmas sheet music and I've been playing it since I was a kid, and I love to reharmonize the original pieces. So today we're going to work on White Christmas. I'm going to do a few tutorials on this. I've actually made a backing track with bass and drums, and we're going to play it swing style. So let me play it for you once, and once we get through it, then we're going to start to take a look at the chords. Now, what we do here on the Jazzmentl channel is we actually learn why we're doing the changes that we're doing. So a lot of people, they'll give you the sheet music and expect you to just play what's on the sheet. What I think is better is what are the chords, what are the voicings that you're supposed to use for those chords, so it can help you improvise with all pieces of music, not just this one. So I hope that makes sense. So let me play it for you through once, and then we'll come back and we'll start to take a look at the changes. All right, so that's the music. I'm going to give you the backing track below, and I'm going to provide you with this lead sheet. And I think it's a good idea for you to come up with your own voicings, but try to follow along what we're doing here. So the goal with improvising with a lead sheet like this is to play the melody in the right hand and then find the right chords to go with it. So you always have to play chords that match with the melody. The higher you get, the closer your voicings can be, and the lower you are, the more spread out the notes need to be, so it doesn't sound so, too many notes in one spot. It starts to sound a little muffled. So let's start out with a full voicing here on C, and we're gonna do a C in the bass here, then a G and an E. So we're basically covering the full sound of that C chord with the third in there. And in the right hand, we're going to just play an A, which is the sixth of the chord. So this. Now you can alternate that voicing to play maybe the fifth and the seventh. It's a bit different sound, but I like the open sound of the C6 chord. Then when we get to the D minor chord, we're going to follow the same kind of voicing where we've got D and A and F, which is the same voicing as the C7 chord, or the C6 chord before it, only up a whole step and in the key. And in the right hand, we're going to go C and A. And then you just need to follow those chords through. So basically E, G, and then F sharp, and A sharp. And then the C chord is the same as this first one, as this one here. So that just carries over to here. And then in the bass, you're just basically going to follow along with the chords. Same thing. Okay? Try it. I think you'll like those voicings. They're a little hard for smaller hands because you're playing tenths, but that's okay. I'm sure you can do it. C, G, and E, and then this is B. It's going to be a little hard to play the 10th in the left hand, so just play the F sharp here, like this, okay? And then back to the D minor 7th chord, so this chord is going to be the same. Carry that over, and then when we get to the F sharp 13 chord, we're not going to play 13, we're going to play flat 13, like this. Quite a dissonant chord. Try to remember you're always trying to cover the melody in the right hand. So what we're going to do is play the tritone in the left hand, which is E and B flat. And in the right hand, you've got the flat 13, which is the D here. And then when we get to the G, just going to play the tritone in the left hand. And then right hand, just the D here. Okay, let's go on to the F major 7th chord. And I'm just going to make a screenshot here. And this is a neat voicing. We've done this one before in other pieces where we're putting the 7th as a minor second up against the root, like this. And then playing the 5th of the chord. So just carry that all the way through the bar. And then when we get to the F sharp half diminished 7th chord, we're going to do these voicings. So the reason why we're doing that is because it contains the diminished chord. So, and we're doing block chords on the outside. So basically you're going to cover the same notes in the right hand as you are in the left hand in the melody. So you've got a D there, and then when we get here, it's the B. So basically the same notes in the bass in the left hand as in the melody. And then in the right hand, you've got this diminished chord, which is E flat, G flat, and A. So, and then on the B chord, you're going to play C, E flat, and G flat. That's our diminished chord. So it's like C diminished over B. And this is like E flat diminished over F. Now those chords, those diminished chords are the same. So whether it's this, it's the same chord. But you're doing a 2-5 with the melody note falling, it's a nice sound. When we get to our next tutorial, we're going to cover this 3-6-2-5-1. So this is 3-6-2-5-1. A very common progression, obviously. Cycle of fifths. And we're going to talk about those voicings which you can use in multiple pieces. Okay, so thanks for your time. If you like this composition or White Christmas and you want to tackle other Christmas sheet music, I'm thinking of doing Carol of the Bells as well, and maybe a few others. So let me know what your preferences are and we'll start to tackle other Christmas sheet music. So we'll see you in the next tutorial. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and write any comment you like. I would appreciate that. And if you want to subscribe to the channel too, that'd be cool. Thanks for your time.